I started getting interested in GPA when I was in graduate school. I started off as a student member and did mostly volunteering with the association. I built and I sustained a lot of relationships. Sometimes people, especially early on, looked at GPA as just primarily people who were involved in private practice. But for me, it was more about, what we wanted to do for the profession of psychology is what really drew me in. As an early career psychologist, I was asked to chair that particular committee. And then through being a chair of that committee, it opened a lot of doors for me. So I ended up being an ECP delegate at the Practice Leadership Conference that at the time APAPO was hosting. Now it's just called Practice State Leadership Conference. And I also, received an APA award for the work that I did for my association as the ECP chair and the work that I did for ECPs and graduate students. So that definitely opened a lot of doors for me. Then after that, I was chosen to be the co-chair of the annual meeting committee, which I was very excited about because that allows someone to kind of really understand how the annual meeting runs and to put together, this entire process, whether it is the CE workshops and the schedules, but also looking at how these 2 or 3 days go, the agenda, the business meeting, and also, the get-togethers that happen after the workshops. And then I took a year off, and somewhere in between there, someone, asked me about my interest about being on the executive committee. And at the time, treasurer and president-elect were open. And I just decided to go for it. And I ended up running for president-elect, and I won. So I was president-elect. Last year I was president, and now I am the immediate past president. So a lot of, doors open for me. One of the things that prospective members can expect is that, you can get involved right away on committees if you want. I think that there has always been, and not just with GPA, but there has always been this mindset that you have to bide your time before you can get into a committee position or a chair position. But to be honest with you, I think it really has to do with the individual and what they can bring to the table and help with those changes, that are needed for our association to continuously evolve, with the rest of the nation. So they can expect a lot of opportunities to engage in different committees that look at different things that they might be interested in.